What's good, you guys? My name is James Robertson, and this is my very first YouTube video. In this video, I just want to introduce myself to you and tell you my story of how I went from weighing 440 pounds and being pre-diabetic to where I'm at, and what you can expect from this channel in the future. With all that being said, let's jump in. Alright guys, so I'm from Morgantown, West Virginia, and if you're familiar with Morgantown, West Virginia, or West Virginia in general, it's one of known for being one of the most obese states in the country. And so I would say from the beginning of my life, from when I was born to third or fourth grade, I was a fairly skinny kid, active kid. And I would say I started getting chunky, the little kid chunk, when I was in third and fourth grade. And then in middle school, I started to gain more and more weight, but I was still active. I was in football, I was in band. So I was needed to lose weight, but it wasn't to the point to where it got. And I would say high school was when I gained 60-ish pounds during those years. And then once I graduated, that's when I really saw the weight gain. But I didn't really notice it in middle school and high school because I was fairly comfortable with myself still there. And it really wasn't an issue for me. And then once I graduated, though, that's when I noticed the changes of where it got out of hand. So once I graduated high school, that's when the weight gain really progressed. And I would say from 18 to 25, I probably put on 100+ pounds. So we're looking at 400. I'm weighing about 400 pounds by the time I was 23. And that's when I couldn't fit in certain cars, couldn't go to amusement parks anymore. And things were getting very bad for me. That's when I realized I started being focused more on my anxiety, and I was self-isolating a lot. And when you're doing nothing but sitting at home and just binge eating, your weight's gonna get out of control. I would probably say the darkest times for me were anytime I would be in weddings or hang out with friends and family. I would always be the person that would be in the back of the photos, so I could hide my body and hide think I was hiding something. Everyone could clearly see that I was rather large. And I think the most embarrassing point was one time I went to an amusement park, a local amusement park here, and I went to ride my favorite ride, and when they went to shut it down on me, it wouldn't clamp. So they had to stop the ride, and I had to be the only one to get out and not ride the ride. And all my family and friends were riding the roller coaster. So that was pretty sad. And I really realized that I needed to better myself, but I was I can do that in the future. I kept pushing it off, kept eating to numb different pain I was going through at the time. It was just very unhealthy lifestyle that I was living at the time. But once I figured out what I wanted to do for my career, I needed to do a physical for the program that I was in. And when I got my blood work done from that program, or from that physical, they told me I was pre-diabetic, and they were giving me 6 months to get healthy, and if I didn't, they were going to start me on medication. And at the time I was 24, so I was okay, so I'm going to be in my young 20s on medication already, and I just didn't want that for my life. And I knew it would get increasingly harder as I aged, so I was it's either now or never. So during my life, I always stopped and started dieting and exercise, and I realized once being pre-diabetic, I couldn't do that anymore. I had to do something that I could do and actually lose weight and stick to it. So when I got the pre-diabetic diagnosis, I downloaded the MyFitnessPal app and I started to follow that and slowly go to the gym. And I remember that first 3 months being terrible. I remember I could eat for lunch. I had a Jimmy John's sub. At the time, Arby's, it was like Easter time, so Arby's was having their fish sandwiches, and I could eat 2 fish sandwiches, the mac and cheese as the side, and Panera bagels, all within my calories, and still be in a calorie deficit at the time. And I still felt like I was starving, and it was mind blowing, because any other normal person could eat that. I could eat that now and would be stuffed out my mind. But at the time, it was so, it was still like I was starving, like I was eating celery sticks basically. So but I refused to cave at that time. I had my mind set that this was going to be the time that I was finally going to lose weight. So I started going to the gym. I started exercising slowly, because I remember it took me about 30 minutes just to walk a mile on incline on the treadmill, and I was sweating like I was working. So that was nice. And then I realized I lost 10 pounds, pushed. I lost 20 pounds, pushed some more, lost 30, and I was seeing actually results, and that was the craziest part. I remember my first milestone was I had these pair of jeans. They still were huge. I think they were like size 40 or something, or crazy, and I couldn't fit them, and I loved those pair of jeans and a shirt. And Thanksgiving came around, and I put on those jeans and I put on that shirt, and I could actually fit it. I was still like over 300 pounds, but I was so happy, and it was the first time in my life that I actually set a fitness journey for myself and followed it. All right, you guys, it's Thanksgiving 2020, and about 6 months into this weight loss, I'm down 70-ish pounds, and this is a big moment. I'm in these jeans and this shirt that there's no way I could fit these a couple months ago, weeks ago. So this is just a milestone. And then the next thing I knew, I had lost 100 pounds. And at that point, my old clothes at the time were huge on me, and I had to go shopping for new clothes. Let me just say, that is the best feeling ever, when you have to shop for new clothes because your old clothes are way big for you, or too big for you. I loved that. And then once I hit that milestone of losing 100 pounds, the next milestone was I was in the 200 pound range. Like I was 299. And I was so excited to finally be in the 200s, because I haven't been in the 200s since I was in high school, maybe, if that. What's up, you guys? We have exciting news today. I officially am weighing myself. I don't know if you can see that. 293. I am officially out of the 300s, and I'm in the 200s. And then boom, I'm in the 200s. And then after that, I had one last goal, to be 220. And then that was a long stretch from 299 to 220. It was the most difficult point, because not as far as temptation to eat and stuff, I had conquered that, I feel like, but it just took so long, I feel like, to lose that last however so pounds to get to 220. In the day that I finally reached that was super exciting, and it just really, you feel such a sense of pride, because it's something that I did naturally, no surgeries, no medications. And at that time, I started posting my journey before I even reaching 220 on my social media, and brands and shows were reaching out to work with me, which was completely unexpected but exciting. And so I felt a sense of accomplishment, and different people were reaching out to ask me for tips and advice that they had on their journey. And that was so strange for me at the time, because I was still currently on the journey of reaching my goal. I think the thing that is most exciting about reaching my goal of 220 pounds is not just feeling the sense of accomplishment, but it's been I've been able to keep it off now for some time. And I know that keeping your weight off is like the hardest part of your fitness journey. And now it doesn't seem like as much as an undertaking as it did when I first started this journey. It seems it's became more so my lifestyle, and just I crafted my life to where I don't even have to think about it as much as before. A couple years ago, that's all I thought about. I was very aware of my body, very aware of my size, very aware of trying not to eat this, trying not to eat that, very calculated. Now it can just flow, and there's more of a peace around it. All right, and that leads me to today. I wanted to start a YouTube channel because when I was at my heaviest at 440 pounds, I was obsessed with watching Obese to Beast, his channel, and Omar Thacher's channels. They taught me everything I needed to know. I felt like there was a sense of community. I felt like they were going through struggles that I went through, and I saw that they did it. I felt like I could do it. And I reached out to them on Instagram and wanted to thank them because I watched their videos, followed a lot of what they were saying, and they reached back to me and they said, they were like, oh, congrats. And they told me it's up to you to help inspire others to follow the same foot. And I wanted to take that challenge on and really build a community here that no judgment. However you want to lose weight, if you have 10 pounds to lose or if you have hundreds of pounds to lose like I did, I just wanted to build a community that you felt comfortable. You could reach out, ask for questions, we could help each other, and it's a way to hold myself accountable too. So what you can expect from this channel is nutrition hacks, fitness hacks, from a realistic approach though, because as I found Obese to Beast, I ran into a bunch of other fitness accounts where I thought they were talking over my head. I wasn't there yet. It didn't seem realistic for me. I didn't get to where I am now by eating like celery and chicken breast and counting my macros. I didn't do that to get to where I am now. I needed something realistic that I could stick to and hold myself accountable at the same time, but show results naturally and healthy. So that's what you can expect. And there's going to be a lot of my family coming in, and we'll do funny videos and stuff and show you more of who I am. All right, you guys, thank you for tuning in to my very first YouTube video. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to follow me on all my social media accounts. I love talking to you guys on there, sharing knowledge back and forth, and comment down below too what you want to see in future episodes. And again, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you next week.